I am also a parent. I have two boys, and one of my boys is actually on an IEP, and inclusive school clubs would be a phenomenal addition to what he is able to do and be a part of at his school level. I have been able to be a part of inclusive school clubs at some of the programs that I've worked, and I can say that they have been just amazing for what they have done for all of the students that are involved. Next slide, please. So many schools right now could really use the inclusive youth club type of program, especially during these unprecedented times. And the side effects of distance learning right now have only just begun. The good news is that many schools already have similar club offerings, or if they don't, they have some of those components already started, and they just need to get their building administration approval. So as far as being a lifelong educator, I really have only seen these types of programs available for less than 10% of the population, which is just really a bummer. So currently, right now, we're looking at 3 prerequisites for an inclusive youth club. So first off, they should be non-academic and recognized by the school administration. They should include students both with and without disabilities. And they should be acting as equal members, meaning that they are all considered a part of that club. They all get to make decisions. They are all treated fairly and equally, and they really work collaboratively together within that club, and that is shown and seen throughout their school and their community. And then the members within this inclusive youth club don't necessarily need to be participating in unified sports. We've already heard how amazing those programs are and really what is out there on the sports side of things. So we're really looking at trying to create rosters that are really inclusive of our students who may not necessarily be participating on that side. You really want to look beyond and look for students who may be sitting alone at lunch and are really not in the inner social circles within their community or within their school. You want to look for kids who are not always asked first to be starting clubs like our student council or our honors club. So really finding all those types of students within our building are really where you want to look. Next slide, please. So really, these types of clubs really are intended to plan, promote, and deliver activities and events that are relevant to what's going on in society as a whole. We really want to look to these students to be change agents within our buildings and our communities so that they're able to really plan and promote and deliver whole school engagement. And you're looking to accept and do respect and understanding of all those involved with those clubs, and then working collaboratively, again, like I said, in the school as a whole, and being able to see those change agents being able to take hold within their school buildings. Next slide. So Special Olympics North America has created tons of resources to help in this creation and management of inclusive youth clubs. They even have some for the virtual setting that we are currently finding ourselves in. So here's just a few examples of those. We have some video discussions, a how-to for the virtual setting, a how-to for creating and sustaining, and then inclusion tiles. So there's just a few examples. Next slide. And the best resources that you guys have access to are myself and Caprice West. We are both your inclusive youth managers. So we are both lifetime educators, and we really do know the ins and outs of school-based populations, and just know that we are here and we are knowledgeable and really understand what it takes to get these clubs going. So in closing, I really want to remind you that a large majority of our clubs that are out there are designed for the typical student. And then I think inclusive youth clubs are really the exception and are so needed at this time. As much as the typical student is isolated during distance learning, Special Olympic athletes are even more isolated because they likely do not have the option of going out without their parents. They may not have access to a cell phone to call or text, chat with their friends. They're not necessarily playing video games with anyone. So just those kind of things, are not always available for our students. So school is really their social circle and really just their social outlet. So these clubs can really be started quickly, and really all you need is administrative approval, parent guardian approval, and internet access as the only really mandatory requirements. So I really hope that you guys take this into consideration, and I hope I hear from you and any others really soon about being able to bring this exceptional offering to your school. And I thank you for your time.